Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us once again on the Discipline Therapy Podcast. We want to wish everyone a happy new year, and hopefully everybody celebrated their holidays great. We're going to give a big shout out before we start anything. A big shout out to Joe and Center Stage Music Studio in Belmore. Also, we want to let you know today's show is sponsored by TYA, which is a brand that's selling the latest sunglass styles for both men and women on Amazon. We have a link in the description to get 20% discount code available all through January. But again, for those who couldn't get to see the show visually, the link is at amazon.com/GP/product/B0CL6 P as in Peter 1WB3. And the discount code for the 20% off is IG6IZ38D. All right. And for those who want to have their New Year's resolution, a great way to start is to have self-care, skincare. And why do I bring that up, Mr. Eagle Discipline? Do you know why I bring that up?
Because you're a new licensed
esthetician. Woo! I can have your skin glowing, people.
Woo!
So
if we had
go on
clapping sounds right now, we could do that.
Oh, that's nice. But you can go on my Instagram for that, and that's it. Now, this is season 13 premiere. But before we get the show going, you know how this goes.
What's that go?
We have to clear the energy.
We might have some new subscribers, so you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know what that means.
Oh, that's true. These are one of the glasses. I just looked over. These are one of the glasses that was sent for us to. They were supposed to send men and women. Unfortunately, they only sent women, but they're going to send a bunch for men so that Mr. Eel Discipline can try them out as well. This is one of the pairs. And the one I'm wearing right now is the women's vintage Y2K fashion oval thick sunglasses with gold quilted template apparel over here on the side. They come in either like a box like this. Let's open up this one and see what this one's about. They have a little cute carrier. Oh, this one's pretty. This one's a white one. Yeah, I'm gonna try this one on too. Oh, I think this one's not as dark as the other one. And then we have another one here. I think this one's a black one. They sent a white, a brown, and a black. Pretty much the same style, just different colors. So if you want to check them out, I suggest you go onto their website. They have a lot of, really beautiful stuff. And again, don't forget that discount code for 20% off. I guess I'm leaving the white one on.
All right. So the season premiere is not that. The season premiere is attachment versus connection. So that's the season premiere. Season 13 premiere, episode 133. All right. Nice. We got more seasons to go.
Yep.
Went to see the Matrix and the Oracle.
All right. Are you the Oracle?
Oracle? Maybe.
Could be.
I'm a, fortune teller.
You are.
And premonitions.
No, what's the other word? When you say it and then it comes true?
Manifesting king.
Eso. Manifesting king.
So, okay, so attachment versus connection.
You didn't do your spiel.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's get it in. Let's get it in. High level, okay? High level, let's get it in. New season, you know what it is. We got those topics. We're not doing what everybody else is doing. Mm-hmm. We're going to be talking about those dating, relationship. We're going to be talking about the spirituality. We're going to be talking about the social issues. We got it here. And that's why y'all come, because y'all know our fiends. And y'all know what that means. We're serving you your dose weekly of discipline therapy where not everything is completely free. anymore, because we're on Patreon for a plethora of exclusive content for you to see. But what is free is judgment free, sucker free, censor free, sensitive free, and some liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great, and that means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, and my favorite roll of blunt. But make sure the children are in bed. Why? Because we have that soul food and sometimes vulgar conversation. Prepare your mind to be fed. Light one up, inhale life, and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned in to the season 13 premiere.
Ooh,
We're back.
Oh, I just need in. My bad.
High level.
Big energy, people.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
So we're going to kind of, like, I like to do overviews, right? The author, introduction, table of contents, body, conclusion. So I like to do an overview. Before we get into the topic, we kind of define things, subjective, then objective. What do you think it is? And then we get into examples, right? Then we start talking about human beings. So attachment versus connection. What is the difference in your perspective and subjectively to you? And do you believe they're synonymous?
I do not. Attachment versus, what was the second?
Connection.
Connection. Okay. To me, when you have a connection with someone, it could be on multiple levels of it. And I'm going to shut my nose thing. You can have a physical connection, you can have a mental connection, you can have a bunch of different connections. You can have more than one as well. It doesn't have to be just one or two. But when you have attachments, I feel like it's in the word. You're
Go ahead.
you're just with that person, not through any connection, just because there's something that you want to. Maybe they have status and you want to have some of that status. That's what I think it is. And I think that attachment, it goes away faster. When you have a connection, it's a lot harder. I feel like you with my glasses on. I'm going to switch it up.
Okay, so attachment versus connection. No, I agree. They're not synonymous. Attachment is codependency. Attachment creates expectation. Attachment can lead to failure in whatever it is. Doesn't necessarily mean a relationship. Attachment can also be toxic.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I like to look at things on a broad perspective, right? Certain people have a perception of certain things. It's subjective. It's kind of like you live in a box, and that's how you view things. I like to think of things on a perspective, objective perspective as well. So when I think of attachment, it could be a job, it can be a relationship, it can be activity that might not be conducive to your health. Okay, so when we look at it on a perspective of dating and relationship, right? Intersexual relationships, men and women, attachment can be toxic.
Yes.
So okay, connection is the heart, right? The attachment is the drug. It can be like the mindset, whatever it is, like emotional bondage, psychological bondage. It could be attached to an evil person. So there's no connection there, right? Whether it's a man to the woman that's evil, or the good woman to the male that's evil, right? He or she has that attachment to them because perhaps, I don't have options. Perhaps
good sex.
They make me feel the best, even though they treat me the worst. It could be I'm just used to them. I don't want to start all over.
Yep.
I got too many secrets. I live a different lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
I've been with them for so long.
Yes. So that's the attachment. So to me, to differentiate, that's what it is. The connection, you got the intimacy, right? The connection, it's the soul recognizing the other soul. It's soul recognition. It is a situation where you guys could be in a similar place. You guys could be doing something, and it's like it flows easy, right? You could be yourself with them. You're more present there.
It's more
That's
genuine.
the connection.
It's more genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so the attachment is more so the codependency. Like you were talking about the good sex. He's only slinging good D, you know, but he doesn't do anything else. I don't feel secure there, and there's the woman talking. I don't feel secure there. You know, I don't feel safe. I gotta do all these things, and if you pay all the bills, then you got the financial provider. It's hard to find both.
Yeah.
You got the financial provider. He doesn't do the other thing. He doesn't touch my love language on a female aspect. Not getting the sex. I'm not getting the attention. I'm not getting the affection, the words of affirmation. I don't feel safe, protected. I'm just financially secure, right? In that sense, it's like the attachment. Shit, man, I don't really got anything for myself. Can't go back to my parents. I'm not trying to move in with a girlfriend. You know, one of my girls, I don't like them. We have a better relationship when we not together or in the same place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like that with family too.
Yeah. It's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a codependency. I need him for survival. And it's like maybe the man might think the same way, but a lot of men don't really cling to women for survival.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
You know what I'm saying? Especially on a financial aspect. You know, it's very rare you meet that. A lot of women won't do that for too long.
No, definitely
if he's
not.
just slinging good dick, okay, but she gonna get tired after. Come on, baby. You told me you was gonna get a job. I'll help you do the resume.
Unless they've been together for a while, and she, you know, through her work just came up faster. Then I think
she had a better opportunity,
right? And she just has a better job. I think she definitely will annoy him. Like, come on, you need to step up the game. But I don't think
you said better job. I'm talking about a person that has nothing
or a job. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So in that sense, yeah, that's different. You know, he bringing other things to the table that's more valuable than the capital.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But that's another topic. But in that sense, like, you know, for him to have nothing, that's very rare. She's gonna be there doing it constantly. Whereas the man, she has nothing based off what she's providing, visually attractive, whatever it is, maybe sex, like you talked about prior, will keep him there, like sustaining the relationship with supporting the capital, supporting. Right. So that's the differentiate, right? So with the attachment, it like will get toxic because of that. Even if you feel like it's not a toxic relationship. Like, for example, right? A woman can't say, if I'm happy, I'm going to be submissive. She has to find happiness within herself first, heal within herself, find the counterpart to want to please. And by pleasing him, she's getting pleased. You see what I'm saying? So in a way, like that conditional, that's the attachment. It's conditional, and that's dangerous.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? No matter what it is, whether it's a person, whether it's a thing, it's dangerous. So it's like when you have the connection, it's consistent. And when the connection is off, you can say, you know what? Because you feel it. You feel the vibrations and the energy, right? We got to talk about this.
Yeah.
How are we going to bring this spark back?
Definitely. And a lot of people don't even bother doing that because when they feel that lull in their connection, they automatically be like, well, I guess it's time to move on, instead of wanting to, you know, what's going on? How do we get past this? How do we work through this? I feel like that's the culture now. Yeah. Just like, well, it was fun while it lasted, but it's time to move on, I guess.
Yeah. So that's how it could be. You got to look at it today, society, right? Back in the days, we would pride ourselves in saying we need each other. Right?
Like a couple, you mean?
Couple, yeah. Because it was more so survival, more so procreation. nowadays, with things changing, taxing both genders, forcing women to vote, empowerment, equality, women are not really looking at men as a need. That's why submission is not present.
Yeah.
So there's not respect, there's not trust, and there's not a need. So in that sense, it's like, for you to, build that connection, there, it needs to be some type of need there. You know
That
what I'm
makes
saying?
sense.
That is conducive to health. Not in like, because the attachment is not a need.
No.
The attachment is not a need. It's I'm used to it or whatever it is. Body drug. I got used to this thing. Like it's like a masochist, right?
Like a maña. Yeah.
Yes, like when a man or a woman is a masochist, and they're obviously not born that way. What made them become that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They feel like, like it's an attachment. It's probably not even healthy. It's like a want versus a need.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what it is. It's a want.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Because our viewers know, people who know, you're very like advanced in the way that you think, or you definitely think differently, and you it comes through when you explain things to others. So when did you realize that concept that attachment and are not the same? Attachment and connection.
Experience, because now I'm gonna go to the next category, a job. So there's
see, I automatically just took it as a relationship, not even further.
Yeah,
like
we're
a
talking
job.
about everything.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, and that's
so
what I'm
now
saying.
the job, right? I've been there the longest. I don't want to start over. How if I leave, can I get the same salary? The energy there is toxic. You're absorbing that on a daily basis. Whatever job you do.
Yeah, you might hate
professional, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The building. What type of energy is in that building?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to sage yourself every day, probably. It's energy absorption constantly. So it's like the people you work with, all of that stuff, it becomes like an attachment. Like
a
somebody,
dependency.
yes, because at some point you could be in a job for like 5 years. Or like, where did it go? You're working there 5 days a week, 6 days a week. It's second nature. Same thing in a relationship. You're there for same routine.
Yep, routine.
Right? And it's like, it's an attachment. It's expectation. It's this. The fucking job treats me like shit and all this other shit. But the fucking money makes me forgive the savagery.
Or I've been there so long, like you said before, I don't want to start over and be low man on the totem pole.
Yeah.
Yep. Complacement.
Yes.
Yeah,
so it's like you get into there with expectations, then expectations eventually turns into codependency. And like that codependency is dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Becomes conditional. So in any type of sense, like when we look at men and women in a relationship, if you are with that man for that sex, if you are with that woman for that money, if you are with that woman for her looks, when these things aren't given to you or fade, what are you going to do now? You see why the attachment is dangerous and toxic?
Definitely.
You see, the woman that really hates you, but you give her good dick, right? She will then love you after the good dick because of oxytocin. So now it's like
it'll keep her coming back.
Yeah. So now it's like, okay, but what happens when you don't give it to her in a week, 2 weeks?
Yeah, but that's dependent on that person. Like you need to know this is how she's gonna behave.
So it could be the same thing with a man. Needing a woman. In any sense, you know what I'm saying?
Cooking, cleaning, stuff like that.
Yeah. Like I've always prided myself for a long time to do those things. I pride myself in being self-sufficient. A woman coming into my life is really genuine because I could cook. I could clean. I could
could do
do
all
this.
those
I pay
things.
my own bills. I like if she's here, it's really genuine. Utilize her efficiently to get into other things because most men get married early because of that. Most women get married early because of that. Most men get in relationship and stay because of, yeah, she posts her booty online. It bothers me. I'm the only one she's fucking. Who cares who's looking? Who cares who's touching?
Ooh,
She's with
that's not
me.
good.
You know what I'm saying? Some guys think like that. In that sense,
Touching though,
it's
that's
it's
bad.
it's the attachment.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's the attachment. Oh, she flirts, does it in front of me. She's with me though. She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. And plus she cooks good, so
Yeah,
I'm
give
gonna
good
keep her
head.
around. Oh my Lord.
You know?
Jesus
So
Christ.
it's like that attachment becomes dangerous.
Yeah.
It becomes toxic at some point. You know, because it's like that addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like there's good addictions and there's bad addictions. And if you dove into that and it becomes a codependency, it fucks you up. So this happens more for women than men. Pair bonding situations, oxytocin. However you made her feel, that's the operative word. Feel there. It's like if it's attached to an evil individual, you got her mind now. And like even a guy like me who's like Superman coming in, it's harder. It's harder to get her.
And not only that, but the attachment it's confusing for people because a lot of people they can't recognize what attachment is and what connection is. And what sometimes can lead with attachment is like a stalker type. Like, where are you? Why aren't I called you 50 times? Why didn't you answer me? Like that can come with that. That's pretty scary. That's why it makes it so dangerous too. Because if it's if it's a guy, let's say it's a guy because you said women are the ones that normally fall into it. If it's a guy who has a bad character or not good morals, and he's excuse my language, fucking around with her, and now she's getting attached to his sex, to especially the sex, because clearly he's let's say he's not a good guy. That sex is gonna trigger something, like you said, and it's gonna make her go cuckoo. It's very dangerous, people. So you gotta watch who you messing around.
So many people will look at the term obsession and just automatically get a trigger, like negative trigger. Yeah. It's a negative connotation. Yes. For most people's minds. People. Yep. And there's good obsessions. You know, so in that sense, it's like that stalker type scenario you had is a bad obsession, right? Going to the gym, good obsession. An obsession to eat healthy, good obsession. Yep. Right? So, excuse me. So like when you can see that circumstance, it's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? It's an attachment, it's not a connection. So when you asked me earlier about, oh, how did I realize this and that? And then I went to the different categories. Experiences. So relationship, right? Very young, 27 years old, right? I had one relationship where I realized it was an attachment versus connection, but I didn't put any terms to it.
On your part or on her part?
Both.
Oh, okay.
So there were certain scenarios where we would argue and it would be like, oh, well, just let me suck your dick. Oh, let's have sex. Let's this. I'm like, yo, we got to communicate. We can't fix everything with sex. I was the one to bring it up. Most men won't do that, right?
They'll be like, okay.
Yeah, because it's very rare that women look at men and say, wow, they're gorgeous. They look at men for survival. If you can't provide especially in a financial aspect, what are you here for? You see, it's very rare. Yeah. Right? There's some men out there who don't have to make a lot of money. They have charisma. Yeah. They can sling it down well in the bedroom. They seducer type. They're handymen. They're real men. When they go out there, they can protect you. Muscles, whatever it is. They can make 70, 80K. They don't have to make millions. Then you got other men who aren't as fortunate, who do. May not look a certain way, might be crazy overweight, you know what I'm saying, don't have the charisma.
Oh, who do need the money.
And
you're
they're with
saying.
beautiful women
Mhm.
that's an attachment, not a
Yes.
connection.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So in that sense, it's like when you look at it, right? The man, the woman will build some type of drug, like it's a attachment to that man, depending on what he's providing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's always the danger, because if that is not attached to a good person,
Yep.
if that is not given to you when you want it or whatever it is, what does that do to the person? It makes them react in every way that's toxic. Their mind is fucked up.
Negative.
They
Yep.
can't get on with their day.
Make
They're not
things
able
up
to,
in their head too.
they're not able to function properly. They're getting withdrawal, their
Yep.
body.
Yep. Yep. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So in my sense, right, I was like, you know what? Like, am I being used here?
Oh.
Is this going on? So I'm like, you know, you gotta talk about this stuff. You don't know how to communicate. You were abused prior to me. You yell. That's your way of communicating. You need to articulate. And I'm 27 years old.
I was about to ask you how old you
10
were.
years ago. I'm 27 years old when I'm articulating. And she was like few years older than me.
Okay.
You know? So in that sense, I'm looking at it like it's an attachment. At some point, I had to break away, but I didn't put a term to it.
Right. You didn't realize it then that's what
Yes.
it was.
She wasn't going nowhere. Even when I was living the lifestyle and I was like, oh, I got these other women. You're not trying to get into this lifestyle. So that's why I got them, blah, blah, blah. And she would like cry. Oh, why do you have them? I'm like, then leave. She wouldn't leave. I'm not going anywhere though. So in a way, I knew she wasn't going. I could do anything. She would not go. Why? Because she was getting a lot of great aspects of me. I was a great provider,
Benefits.
great in bed, all these things, black, all these qualities are rare to find in one man. So she's obviously not gonna go, right? She'll cry, she'll complain, she'll try to make my life a living hell. You know what I'm saying? Because betas get walked away from. But these type of dudes, dominant, whatever they're doing, touching all the box, women don't leave them. They try to make their life a living hell. So that's what she was trying to do to me. Like women that complain with dudes, most women won't. With the guys who are lesser, they won't complain. They're out. They're out. The women that won't leave these dudes will try to manipulate and complain to see what they could get away with, and then keep crying and whatever it is, guilt tripping, whatever, gaslighting to see what they could get away with. And then when they just stay because of the benefits. So I knew she wasn't going anywhere. It's evident from what I just said. Oh, let me just suck your dick. Oh, let's just have makeup sex. You see, why would she say that? A woman who's leaving the beta or whatever is not going to say that.
Well, can I ask you a question? If she wouldn't leave, did you ultimately wind up leaving, saying, you know what, I can't? Or why? Can I ask how long you guys were together for in this?
2 years.
Oh, 2 years.
Yeah. So yes, obviously I left.
Well, no, I know, but sometimes, like, you know, that this was, like you said, 10 years ago or so. 10 years ago, your mind, I'm sure your mind has elevated and changed and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You keep saying you told her to just leave and she wouldn't leave. That's what I'm saying, is how long did it take for it to finally break off?
I
Like,
had
did
to
it get
like
to a
block.
bad? Did it get to
I
a
had
bad
to block.
place?
I had to say, because I have friends who are police officers. Oh, I'm gonna put a restraining order.
wow.
Because when I left her, like, yo, I was getting calls constantly. I was getting
Talk
texts.
about
I was
stalker.
getting from blocked numbers and stuff. I was she was popping up at my crib
See,
unannounced.
stalker stuff.
Oh,
That's
knocking at the door.
crazy.
Yo, what's going on? I'm outside. Yo, I got work in the morning. Oh, I'll sleep out here. Well, I guess I'll pass you when I go to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to like put that stuff to scare her. So in that sense, she was, oh, you ain't going nowhere. I'm not leaving. So she was doing whatever she could to keep
hold
to
on.
hold on.
Yeah.
So at some point I had to block, I had to like, move. I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to do a lot of things.
Wow, that's
Jobs,
crazy.
change jobs.
That's insane.
She gave me the job one time. So it's like I learned too. Now it's like, yeah, I gotta trust a woman 100% to be giving all that. So now now that I know myself more, right? It's subjective, steadfast, submissive women only.
Ah, okay.
Because even though she was Latina and she had like submissive domestic background because she's from the island, she was still that independent. She made her own money and stuff. So when she came to America, she got corrupted. So in a way, it's like, yeah, she's submissive, but then she's not. Then she got these friends, and I'm fighting all these things. So in a way, like, it's like, for me, I'm like, okay, now I know what I need. Because this stuff right here, she could have put me at risk.
Yeah.
She could put other people around me at risk.
Yeah.
So in a way, I'm looking at it like, nah, like submissive women only. So at some point, I can understand, because I put myself in a woman's shoes, get in tune with my femininity, and be like, okay, when a woman, you're giving her all, right? You're giving her your all. She is giving you all attention, all energy. She doesn't have other dudes. She's not having sex with other guys. So she's pouring into you more. In a sense of you leaving, right? And she was a gorgeous woman. You leaving a gorgeous woman, because most gorgeous women are spoiled. They don't get left. Remember the rejection episode we had? She can't, that doesn't correlate in her mind well.
It's like, yeah, like, you're leaving me.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah, like an alpha guy, like an alpha male doesn't get left. Yeah.
So in that sense, it's like, yo, I don't know how to react to this. If it was the other bozo, okay, great. Thank God you left. I was trying to get rid of you a long time ago. I didn't know how to do it.
True.
But this guy's, no, like, how can I? And then they can become crazy. You know what I'm saying? The attachment. Did she have a connection with me? No, it was the attachment. I was like a drug to her. And the ego, yeah.
Because also you're a good looking man, so también that too. Like, if she's beautiful and she wants to have her partner that's good looking too, and to have him turn around and say,
she
"See
used
ya."
to try to threaten me, and I used to call her bluff, because I have a degree in psychology. I'm a master. I'm a Scorpio. I'm 10 steps ahead often. Oh, you're not giving me attention. I got these dudes in the DM. They keep telling me they want to marry me, take me out. And I said, go. Answer them niggas.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, if it was real, you wouldn't even be telling me about it. You would have been done that. This is like a scare tactic. You're trying to create a scarcity mindset.
Or get you jealous.
You're trying to see if competition? Let me step up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, somebody else is talking to you too? Yeah, that's what she was hoping for.
Yeah. Oh, he's possessive and territorial. He's going to get that way. Even at that age, I was on to game.
If let me ask you a question. If somebody else back then or even now, no, probably more back then, if they try to do if they had tried to do that, would there ever be a time where you didn't say go ahead and do that? Like, would you get like possessive and even more possessive and territorial? If a girl said that to you?
I'm possessive and territorial in the sense of, you're mine. You're not going out dressed that way. This and that. If a woman tells me I'm not happy here, I got dudes, I'm letting her go, because I take pride in that. That's one. Okay. Number two, I take pride in power over my woman. That sounds toxic, but let me explain. Okay. So in a way,
I was like, what?
In a way, my women are hard to get. I could get your women easy, but my women are hard to get. I take pride in that. She ain't opening DMs. She's showing me. She's keeping them from you. So I take pride in that too. So the moment a woman is telling me, oh, I'm this and that, I'm gonna feel the type of way. Oh shit, okay.
Like, you were keeping that from me?
I'm not doing what I need to do here. You're not happy? Go find your happiness. It's just it's just like this, right? It's just like this. I'm not so much an alpha male. I'm a masculine man. There's a difference.
Oh, okay.
An alpha male is like a caveman guy. A masculine man, God is in him.
Oh,
he's a god, a king. So in a way, like, if I see a dude talking to my girl, I'm not holding him accountable. If you could take my girl, you could have my girl. I'm not fighting you.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, submissive women are the most loyal. So I take pride in that, that power. I have power over her without shackles. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if she's telling me, oh, I'm not happy here, I got dudes or whatever, I'm calling her bluff too. Go. Find
say
your
she says-
happiness. If you could find a dude like me, Fragment, and he's giving you everything, I'm happy for you. Do that. Because I already know I'm rare. A lot of people tell me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? In that aspect, and even guys tell me in a different aspect of men. How you think? Obviously not in this, sexual aspect and stuff of that nature relationship.
Gotcha.
But, those type of guys are attracted to me too. Non-heterosexual.
Right.
But I'm just saying that, everybody tells me I'm different. So if I know this before you tell me, if you could find it, kudos to you. But if you're over here like complaining and this and that, I don't like seeing you cry. The woman in the past that I was talking about, the attachment, she used to cry all the time. I said, I hate seeing you cry. Do this to make you happy. But then she would revert, I'm not going anywhere though. Then shut the fuck up, I told her one time.
Serious. That makes sense though.
Shut up.
Right. If you're not gonna leave, then don't
complain. It's like the job. You go there every day to complain. My late grandmother used to tell me all the time, don't complain about the circumstance, change the circumstance.
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
You know what I'm saying? She would tell me in a foreign language, but change the circumstance. So it's like, if you're gonna go to a job and keep complaining, this, that, change the circumstance.
Exactly.
So if you're coming here and you're complaining to me, you're not doing this. I got these dudes ready to marry me. I got these dudes call my bluff to see if I'm gonna get the ring, right? If you're gonna step up, she could be lying too. I got these guys ready to take me out. Answer them. Go. Yep. And if you go, baby, promise you, don't ever come back. The door's not going to be open. You ain't going to come back and dibble and dabble. Everything I provide is a gift. So understand that it's a present to be here. My presence is even a present. So you leave, take care. It was good knowing you. Yeah. Probably never speak again.
That is a great example of attachment.
Because these stuff create attachment.
Yes, definitely.
Eventually, we got history. And a lot of women do that more than men. Yo, there's a woman out there probably used to talk to me 2 years ago. She's like, we got history. I could just hit him up and I'm going to get it. She got ego. She's cocky. She's prideful. I could get him.
And she's probably used to that too from other guys.
I could get him. Yeah, maybe. I'm different than 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm same guy, but my mindset and energy different. You gotta get to know me all over again. Fuck history. Erase history. Other dudes you could do that with. But me, you gotta get to know me again. I've done a lot of things in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? I've done a lot of things in 2 years. You gotta get to know me again. So it's like, no. You could think we got history. I don't remember it. And I got an eidetic memory. That's an irony.
Your history is history. Hey, you got that right, Mike.
I purposely blocked that. You know what I'm saying? I purposely blocked that part.
I erased it from my mind.
So in a sense, like, you got to look at it on what's healthy for you.
Yeah. In every circumstances, job.
Yeah.
All that stuff, relationship.
The more you get into spirituality, you're going to value connection versus attachment.
I agree with that. Definitely.
Yeah.
What do you feel is like a really strong attachment? No, that's
anything.
I'm sorry.
Anybody?
Connection.
Oh,
anybody.
Strong. Anybody or anything?
Yeah.
Subjective or in general?
Both.
Strong connection. What defines that? In a relationship, in a thing, in a job?
Let's start with in a relationship and then we work down.
What is a strong connection?
What do you think is the strongest connection? Do you think, pardon me, do you think parent-child is the strongest connection? Do you think husband-wife is a stronger connection?
Mother-child is the strongest connection.
Mother, not parent.
Not parent. Oh. Mother-child.
Okay.
The child's in you, even though my seed helped start it up. So you're molding it. You're building a relationship with it longer than me. Obviously, you breastfeed it. Oxytocin allows you to do that. You pair bond with the baby or babies. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she has twins. Has anybody ever had triplets?
Yeah. There's one woman that had freaking. They used to call her Snow White. 7.
She should have 3 titties.
Oh my lord.
Triplets, 3 titties. You know.
Maybe
The
in
other
Men in Black.
one's
in
gonna
Men in
suffer.
Black.
One's gonna say, okay, it's your turn now. Put it down. Your turn. Okay.
There's bottles.
You had too much. Go over there. So, in a sense of that, right? That's more of a connection. Now, when I talk about me subjectively, with my submissives or submissive, what makes a great connection? Adequate, effective communication, understanding, right? What makes a great connection? Intimacy. Doesn't have to be physical. So spending time, like quality time, right? Understanding each other's love language. That's imperative. Because men and women are different. Well, yeah, because men and women are different. But the thing is, most people, I don't want to say we, but most people do not understand that. They do not even, it like flies over their head. They're just thinking human beings.
Like
so they project. They project.
Yep.
So it's like, if my love language is like this, his is. So I really love cooking for him. This is the most present I've ever been. I've never done this for other guys. He's bringing out my femininity. Why doesn't he ever do it? Damn. He ain't trying to cook ever? Shit. Every time I'm here, I gotta do this shit. You a selfish motherfucker, and it's crazy. You like to be served. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't you give and take? You see? So it's in a sense like they're projecting.
Yeah. A lot of people do that.
You know, they're not really understanding. So the connection is like diminishing, is breaking there. So why is she gonna stay? Or if he's complaining, why is he gonna stay? Now it's the attachment. She gives the best head I ever had. Best pussy I ever had. Wettest ever. Tightest ever. Or she, because most niggas is like this, like, and I say niggas, like, they just like use women for this sense of like money. Oh, she got a really, really great job.
Or her car or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Some guys even are
which is like
homeless.
feminine. Right. Which is feminine. You know what I'm saying? Because women are like built like that. So in the sense, like, these are tangible things, right? That you are building a attachment with. Right? Yeah. It's the intangible things that really build the connection. So a woman is not looking at my muscles, tattoos, big dick, all this other stuff, right? What I could do, my sexual prowess, my charisma. She's looking the color of my skin, perhaps, my good looks. She's like, oh, his mind is nice. I fell in love with that first before I met him, or whatever it is. Or the quality time that we have. Wow, his mind, his energy. When I'm around him, he has this healing energy. It's how he provides. Not in a monetary aspect. I could do that too, but not in a monetary aspect. When we go out, he'll hold my hand. He doesn't let me do this. He doesn't let me pick up heavy groceries. He doesn't put me in a position to be masculine. He makes me feel safe, secure. He makes me feel like a woman. I'm beautiful.
Yep, definitely.
These are high valuable assets to her. They're intangible. So she's building a connection now.
Yeah. Definitely.
Versus the stuff that, oh, he pays all the bills. That's all he does. But I don't feel safe. Oh, it's an attachment. He got good sex, but I don't feel safe. But when am I going to get the dick again? I'm horny. My period's coming. Or I just got off it. Those are the 2 times women are the horniest the most.
That's very true. That's very true.
You know, so now it's like, yeah, she starts being nice to you now. Lowers her voice.
That's her coming into her femininity.
What are you doing? You want to hang out? Code word. I don't need to bother you. Are you busy this week? You see code words, right? Don't want to sound like a hoe. Let me get that dick in my mouth.
Or she might not even want to sound like she's nagging. Nagging. But you know what? It's funny that a lot of women, like you said, and I can only speak for women right now, they don't know the difference between that. You know what I mean? How you said, oh, he makes me feel present. He holds space for me, you know, to be more myself, compared to, oh, well, he's paying a bill. You know, he bought me a bag.
That's good.
You know what I mean? He bought me earrings.
That's good. I didn't even think of that.
They can't tell the difference because they might not have had, you know, the type of things that you offer. You know what I'm saying? Like, or a guy that does that for them.
You are correct. Only 2% of people in the world really know themselves.
Yeah.
So the 98% of people are lost.
Yeah.
Like it is it, it is like a irony walking dead souls.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
it's that versus the conscious and woke.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so only 2%. So yeah, a lot of people, not just women, but a lot of people
Yes.
don't know themselves.
Oh, yes.
The
Tons of people.
the thing is, the women and men should get into therapy, right? And heal.
Mm-hmm.
The women more because they carry a lot and they like store it like data, like a floppy disk or something like that, a SD card that goes into a computer. They store it, right? The pair bonding, oxytocin chemical. So in that sense, when women heal, they can accept. They can see. They talk about women intuition, but if the masculine energy is more potent than the feminine. So the masculine energy coming in that's toxic will fuck the feminine up.
Mm.
So now even her female intuition is fucked up, and that's supposed to be so strong.
Mm.
So when the woman is really healed, she knows herself. Now her female intuition is high level.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's high level, she's able to decipher better.
That's true.
And she's able to realize needs, wants, attachment, connection.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and now even her preferences change since she was young to get older. She was young and she didn't know herself, whatever. It was like, oh yeah, I want the 6'4" guy. I want 280 pounds. I want the he gotta make 8 figures. I'm not taking anything less. He gotta be able to fuck me well.
Yeah.
He gotta be able to, maybe
All
she has
that-
a race preference.
All that changes. Yeah.
Now it changes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Because she was seeing that one-sided.
Yeah.
What she before she
Yes.
knew herself. Yeah.
She can't just go out there and say, I just want to be happy
Mm-hmm.
and make somebody else happy. No, that sounds dumb. You understand what I'm saying?
Why does that sound dumb?
Because at the end of the day, the woman is talking in a sense of receiving something. She's not talking in a sense of,
giving.
I want to find my happiness in doing a hobby and and healing, and then I'm gonna find somebody and then make them happy. No, they're like, I want that person to make me happy so I can make them happy. Because I read subliminally,
Yeah.
like most women talk subliminally.
Gotcha.
You know,
I was like, what's wrong with making people happy?
you know what I'm saying? So in a sense of that's like you're gonna create an attachment there because it's gonna be conditional.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely.
You know, like conditional things are dangerous.
Yes, definitely. Definitely, because if you're telling somebody, well, I'll do this, but you gotta do this first. There's nothing is genuine then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and in that case, and if you're talking about even with a job though, like, all right, you want me to do this? I gotta get something. Well, no, because with a job, that's the purpose is to elevate and go higher. So I guess only in a
Not everybody
relationship.
thinks like that. If that was
I
me,
mean,
I'd be like,
in your-
listen, this is not it. This is in your job description. What you talking about? You
If
signed the
it's in-
contract.
No. If it's in the job description, 100%. But if it's not, some people be like, "That's not."
Oh yeah, that's not in my job description.
Right, so I'm not gonna. I would want
Absolutely.
something else. Right, but that's what I started out saying. It could be, detrimental in a job situation too, but that's not true. If it's
Not
if it's
everybody
not.
wants to elevate. They're comfortable.
Yeah, that's
They're
crazy to
complacent.
me. Yeah.
They're comfortable with complacency.
Yeah.
So not everybody wants to. Oh, I wanna. I'm in this job, but I'm okay. I'll enter in the entry level. However, do not put a glass ceiling over my head.
Yeah.
Like I want opportunity.
Yeah.
When it arrives, I'm a get there. I'm gonna get there.
Yeah, that happened to me. I was working. This is years ago. I was working for oral surgeons, and I was getting good money working there. I had been there for like 7 years or something, and then I got a phone call from a plastic surgery group, and they were offering me less money and less time.
Mm.
But they're like, "But we promise you there is room to grow." I left the oral surgery. I was like, "Fuck that! I want to see what else is there. What else can I do?" Not not for nothing. I also thought plastic surgery. I wonder what the benefits are. So
Yeah. So it comes down to like
Knowing yourself.
no, I was gonna say being cognitive. You know, it comes down to awareness. You know, it comes down, and the first thing is knowing yourself.
Awareness. Yep.
So if you see, we all gotta heal, right? And we all gotta do it consistently because
Yep.
there's so much stuff in the world that's breaking us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially, you know, the mechanisms, the algorithms, the social media, the
Oh,
devices.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's in the cell phones, and we looking at it all day.
Yep.
Could be a barcode there, and it's scanning.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and I say that metaphorically. So in that sense, it's like
Not really.
you gotta constantly heal, right? Some are 95%, some are 100%, and then they go down to 98. Then they gotta get back.
It's a constant thing.
Yeah. So you know, to understand this and decipher, it comes down to it. You have to know yourself. You have to heal. You know, and the moment you can heal, you can decipher and you can say, you know, this is what I want to do. Like most Scorpios, they say it, we're like wise beyond our years. I learned very early. Now, if you say to me, oh, I know some Scorpio girls who they dumb as a fucking bucket of shrimp. That's fucking dumb. Why would you order a bucket of shrimp? That's dumb. They're as dumb as a bucket of shrimp, right? Brick on the wall type shit.
Yeah.
You're talking to a brick wall. It's like that. You're a dumb dingbat.
Not the brightest.
And you're like, why? Like, it's because what they've allowed around them that they're absorbing. So a really smart Scorpio woman or whatever, she's really supposed to be in tune. And I'm not picking on Scorpios. Let's just say something else. A Leo or Gemini, whatever, Aquarius. A woman who has intuition, because we talk about that. That's powerful.
Yeah.
If she's around toxic energy, it diminishes. Why? The feminine energy is very delicate. It's very fragile. Remember, I said earlier, the masculine is potent. That's why a lot of these women that they feel like, oh, I was so good, I did all this, but da-da-da-da. You see the difference now? He might have been like dominant, maybe a little bossy. He wasn't a masculine man, maybe more of like an alpha male caveman era type. And she was the good girl. And she, oh, I never felt safe. Oh, I gave my all. I didn't get anything back. Why? Toxicity overpowered you. The feminine is not that
like a virus.
It's not strong. It's not strong. The feminine needs to turn its masculine up to be on that shit, but it's still not that. It's delicate.
Because that person, she doesn't want to think to herself, wow, he's a dick, but I chose this person, so she's going to try to keep on, you know what I'm saying, trying to
validate it, validate her decision. That's another perspective.
Yeah.
That's more ego.
Yeah.
More pride. Yeah.
There's ego running around crazy around here. But what I did want to say is a lot of people though, I feel, and we've also had guests that have come on the show that say, I know what I have to what I have to work on, you know, what I have to heal. I don't want to right now because I don't know if I'm strong enough to do it. Or maybe they're just having fun right now. You know what I mean? But that what you said, a woman, her intuition when they're around that toxicity diminishes to a point where now she's stalking you because she can't trust her intuition. Or it's not that she can't trust it, she doesn't want to trust it because she doesn't want to. She might have a hint, oh man, I think he's cheating on me, right? So that's her intuition talking. But now because he's such a piece of shit and he is cheating on her, now it turns to stalking. Let me get his phone, let me start looking through it, let me make sure. You know what I mean?
Trying to stop a man from cheating is like a woman who has the leash on the Rottweiler. And
I saw that on your story. That was funny.
The Rottweiler is not trained and it's trying to get the cat or it's trying to get food because it's hungry. And the woman is like struggling, like, get over here. Why won't you listen to me? That's what it looks like when a woman is trying to do that.
I just said cheating just because that's the most common thing for
at
people.
some level, to give advice, leave, because complaining is not going to change. Threatening is not going to change. Giving ultimatums is not going to change.
especially if you do it constantly and you don't go through your word.
So in a sense of, if you're not gonna leave, shut up, right? Right? Shut up and let the nigga cheat in peace.
No. Or leave.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. If you're not gonna leave, shut up.
Right.
And let him cheat in peace.
And don't go digging through his phone unless you plan on getting, your what's it called? Your evidence, and then leaving. Because you looking through the phone thinking you're gonna find something, and then you find it, and then all you do is bitch and complain and stay there. It's not, that's not the plan either.
Yeah, so the attachment is the codependency. It's the expectation.
Yeah.
It is the
It's not genuine.
I'm attached to this person for the tangible things. I'm attached to this person for because we have longevity. I'm
Mhm.
attached to this person in that sense. That's why for me, I'll tell you, and I've said this in podcasts, yo, I've been with my women for a while or my woman for a while. If I see something that violates, see something in her phone or whatever, sometimes I do random phone checks, it's a wrap.
Mm.
But not everybody's like that, right? Especially women. Women are more so, okay, we've been through mad shit. When I had shit, I was in trouble or something, he was there. When whatever it was, right?
Mhm.
Whatever, no matter what you're doing right now, that's evil. Back in the days when we first met, he had me. Maybe I needed money.
Mm-hmm.
And he took care of that.
Or maybe I was sick and he took care of it.
Yeah, so in that sense, a woman will always store, no matter what you did to her that was bad, she'll always try to remember the happy
good.
times.
Mhm.
And that might keep her stagnant,
For a little while.
And in a sense, the woman is not going to help the relationship grow. The man is.
Why not the
The
woman?
woman could always be like, oh, we got to do this and we got to do that and we got to go on trips.
But until
and
he
we gotta
decides to do it.
and we should, grow this and we should blah, 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 and we should build. But at the end of the day, the man is still the leader, even subconsciously, even when he doesn't realize it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Because the masculine energy is more potent. So in a sense, the woman is gonna go through so much stress. It's like the Walkweiler. Yo, I'm getting tired. My shoulders hurt. You see? And I say that metaphorically because she's going through that. How many times I gotta tell you, come on, get a job, I'll do your resume. It's becoming stressful now. It's like depleting her energy. You see? She's getting weak. It's diminishing her.
Yeah.
In every way.
Exactly.
She's even becoming dumb to it. She can't focus wherever she's going. She's forgetting what she got to do even at work. She can't focus there.
Because it's constantly in her mind, you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So it's like in a way of men and women, and I've seen this with my own eyes. I've heard about it through coaching women. It's like men and women are different when it pertains to the workplace. If that's a masculine man and his money's not right, he's not where he wants to be career wise, whatever's going on at work is stress, his relationship suffer because he can't be present there because he gotta be the provider. He gotta get the bag. The woman, on the other hand, is different. If her relationship is going through some shit, oh my God, he left this morning without giving me a kiss. Whoa. Something's off. Something's off. And he didn't say anything about it. She's texting him, I don't want to sound like a bitch. Let me have a nice day. But in her mind, she's something that will fuck her up all day at work. Yeah, but the guy didn't give the woman a kiss because he's in a rush. Shit, I'm late for a meeting over there. He's in a rush, right? He got his mind on something else. Already. I'm not thinking about you all day. Well, now the woman is thinking something's wrong. She's like, shit. So her relationship's kind of flippy floppy. She suffers at work because the woman's not built to be the provider. She's not built to be making all this money. So now she can't focus at work. She can't even operate well at work. Yeah. Right? So that's the difference with men and women too on a biological and psychological aspect.
Yeah, that's true.
So when it pertains to attachment and connection, more women want the connection because the connection is attached to the soul and the heart. A lot of men don't really care or even think about that. It's not even in their vocabulary.
To them, it's like one and the same. Connection,
Yeah.
attachment, what the heck?
Yeah. So in a way, like I talked about the guy earlier, the woman is violating, right? She's out there with her booty out. She's clearly not in a relationship, but she is. Nigga, that's your girl? Damn, nigga, you ain't learned shit. She naked in the fucking stool and shit. With all these niggas around, you ain't learned shit. What you doing? He's like, whatever it is, right? But she's actually single. She's advertising herself like that.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you the truth.
No, I'm
right?
saying
I'm
that's
not
crazy,
saying this
though.
is a true thing. It's a
Right, right.
hypothetical
Right,
scenario.
right.
She's advertising herself like that. So in a sense, the guy's like, yo, and he will never admit he don't like it because that's embarrassing.
Mhm.
So he's gonna justify it, right? He's gonna justify it, brainwash himself to, yeah, but look at the bright side. Look at the silver lining. And that's toxic. Look at the silver lining though. You ain't smashing, right? Did you smash my girl? I mean, no, but you see, nigga, you ain't do it. So shut up. You see? And I'm just throwing a hypothetical.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
you know, I'm not speaking from experience or
Right,
anything
right,
like
right.
that. So in a sense, he could be thinking that maybe they just thought about it. They didn't articulate it. Right? He's thinking, yeah, she's online, but she's mine.
Mm.
You're in her comments, but I'm double tapping on those titties.
No.
You know what I'm saying? In real life. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they're thinking like that. In a sense, the guy always has to like try to, when he's in that circumstance, try to make himself feel good. Because when it pertains to men, we care about that. We have a prideful thing. We don't like being embarrassed. And our women making us embarrassed publicly, you gotta justify it now.
I mean, but don't you think that women don't like to be embarrassed too? In that situation,
No,
like
women don't care about being humiliated. The only thing they take a offense to is the public humiliation of the cheating. Yo, my family knew about you. I introduced you to all these people, and now you go publicly. I look like an idiot because I was
Yeah.
trying to look good in front of my friends because I got the best dude. But now you doing this in public. That's more selfish. That's an ego. That's not even like embarrassing on a sense of oh, it's affecting everybody. Yo, that woman doing that thing to a man, yo, dude, you are breaking guy code. You messing it up for every man. Pick yourself up, grab your balls. You messing it up for every guy. You're a representation of all dudes. If you're gonna do that, where's the male race going? Not the male race. Where's the male species going? You know what I'm saying? Where are we? We're doomed. Right? Because now your chick did that and she's clearly saying she's in a relationship. Guess what other chicks are going to do? Then you accountable.
no way.
In the sense of the woman, it's different.
No, I think in the sense of a man or woman embarrassed by, like the man is embarrassed about the woman being half naked, or a woman is embarrassed because her man got caught cheating, and now everybody knows. That's the same. It's the same type of thing. It's the same embarrassment.
How is it the same?
She's getting. So like you just said in this scenario, I introduced you to everybody, to my family, whatever, and now you did this, and now people know that you played me. How is that not the same as the guy telling him, "Yo, I can see your girl's whole ass cheeks"?
Okay, I'm gonna ask you this question, and then this is gonna break it because I'm not here to debate. Do you think girl code is really a thing, or do you think guy code is really a thing? What's more important?
I think back in the days, guy code was really a thing. I don't think that there's any code now.
Okay,
And
so what
that's
about the
just
women?
now?
It's no
I
as
think
well?
it's more no as well. I think that I think that some women try to bring the
Okay.
girl code, but
Okay, so there's more of a guy code, and this is reality, than there is women code. Those women are always going to be jealous that you got better or whatever it is. So they're waiting for the downfall. Those other women are setting you up. They don't really care about what she's doing. I actually don't like that she's showing her butt cheeks, but I don't want to sound like a hater.
okay.
So I will say, yes, girl, yes.
Right,
But the
most
reality
women-
is fake. It's
Most
fake.
women will be like,
So-
"Do you, girl?" But that doesn't mean that they're gonna turn around and go and do it.
They don't even mean that, do you, girl?
No, of course not.
You see, it's fake. So that's not
Yeah.
real. The man is real. He's gonna give her the other guy harsh, critique and criticism
But it's
because
still embarrassing.
he knows the man can take it. The women can't. I don't want her to hate me. One or two, I don't know if she's gonna cry. The man don't care if the other man cries. You a sloppy piece of shit. Pick yourself up.
Right?
Why you don't have a job? You supposed to be a man. How old are you? What are you doing? You look like a slob. Get in the gym. Stop doing that. A man will be like that. How many times women will do that amongst women? There's so much body positivity, girl. Yes, booty cheeks. I wouldn't do that. That's phony to me. Listen, I already know that I wouldn't do that to the guy, but I'm not like, oh, let him do his thing. You making us look bad, bro. You making us all look bad, bro. You are representing guys and you are in a top position. You in a top position. You represent all men. That's how men are. Women are different. They're like,
Yeah, but
they're like cats.
But
They scatter.
Those two
They don't stick
examples,
together.
Those two examples are not the same. We're talking about a man who is holding another man accountable because of how his woman is dressed, right, or not dressed,
And that
and
affects
he's
every man.
embarrassing, right? But a woman who got cheated on, and then her people are coming and be like, "Yo, he cheated on you." What is that shit?
They don't
How
give a
could-
fuck. That bitch might try to slide in the nigga DM. Yo, don't tell your girl. I heard she be telling me you got good dick. I want to try that shit.
Word.
You know what I'm
Guys
saying?
do that too, though.
Yeah, feminine.
Still, guys do that though.
Feminine. If you talk about feminine women and masculine men, where's the bro code and where's the girl code? It's more bro code. God is in them.
But isn't a feminine woman, God is in her
God
too?
is in her too, but she is not looking on a sense of, oh, we're gonna like stick together. Stick together. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, why aren't there more submissive women coming out and saying this is how you really should be?
I mean, there are more.
No, there's not. There's not. There's very little. You gotta search for them. You can't find an
That's
array. Why? Because going against the grain is dangerous. That's what I'm talking about. Where's the bro code and the girl code? Is girl code real? No, it's not. Even a feminine woman, she worried about herself. You see, I'm gonna hold another guy accountable. Even nigga, this don't affect you. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You pandering to women will affect me in the future. And if I have a daughter, too.
Yeah, but that's you telling. Do you think
So-
all men do that?
Yeah, they do.
hold other
Men
men
hold other men accountable.
Okay.
But women don't do it to other women.
That's
You
true.
see? So it's like at the end of the day, it's no girl code there. There's more guy code. So when we look at attachment and connection, women are attached to each other. Men have got connection. And that's the irony because they say, oh, men can't get together and talk. Yeah, we do. We do. We got connection. Women just got attachment. Because at the end of the day, you could meet the girl at the supermarket. Yo, she pretty. I think we should be friends. You do your nails? Oh, I do my nails too. What? Yo, I'm not talking to the dude. Oh, I like your sneakers. Yo, I'm a sneakerhead too. We should be friends. No, it's a sense of like it comes with like some type of honor, more respect. You know what I'm saying? Why I'm your friend. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's a lot of it's like phony for women, and it's like men. It's like more step like yo, we gotta step up because at the end of the day, this is what's this is how we gotta hold ourselves accountable. This is where we are accountable. Society, you know, too many stuff like the cats with women, they're just floundering around, going all over the place. You know what I'm saying? There's no accountability. There's nothing. So they could be attached to this guy, attached to that. They keep going, in a sense, But when we talk about feminine women who have God in them and they're in their divine feminine and they're spiritual, their intuition is high level.
That's true.
They decipher well. You know what I'm saying? They will lead other women. But let's be honest, that's 2%. It's 2%.
That's true.
So it's like, yeah, there's not enough masculine men or alpha males out there. But at the end of the day, women are the ones that have to heal so they can choose. A man can always be a man, okay? But a woman has to be like, that man ain't for me.
Yes.
That, this, and that. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, the feminine receives, the feminine accepts. The masculine is going to constantly penetrate. Straight, diagonal, boom. My left stroke is the left stroke. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna penetrate metaphorically. He's the hunter, right? He's gonna keep going no matter what. He gotta keep moving.
Yeah.
The feminine is different. So in a sense, like the feminine is the one that has the biggest responsibility of where she's going to stay and thrive. Why? Because she wants to be in her core. Her core is what's gonna elevate her and have her function at the highest level. And it's gonna bring so much stuff. Oh my God, you ever see memes or whatever it is? Damn, girl, why the fuck you glowing?
Yep.
Must be a dude in her life.
Or a really good esthetician. Ew, that's me.
Plugging. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you're glowing or whatever. You radiate. Where is that coming from? And then you see some women who's like, damn, she look like a train wreck.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
That's so true.
Got a
And it's the
nigga at
person-
home
yup,
who's just, you know.
stressing her the fuck out. Yep.
Yeah, so it's like, it's like you're, like I always say with the BDSM life, right? The submissive is the direct reflection of her dominant. So if you're a masculine man, you're going to bring out that feminine. Like I said this in the past, dated women who roll with the killers, you know, whatever, soft. I see them visually witnessing them ripping dudes' heads off. I step into the room. Oh, can I help you? Ooh, you're so gorgeous. Can I help you? You want me to tone my voice down? Yo, I don't respond well to barks. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, masculine man's gonna state it. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So now she starts to adjust. You know, because that's
true.
what it is.
Yeah.
That's why I say the masculine energy is more potent. But when the woman is healing and she knows herself, she's able to decipher that.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not like, yo, in the beginning of the dating, she's building the attachment by being allowing the guy to continue to court her that she knows ain't shit.
Yep.
But she witnessed from the beginning, oh, maybe he got money. I saw on his Instagram.
So she bypasses.
Got a lot of cars.
She bypasses.
He's
some
not
flags.
really a good person. He has an ugly character.
Then why do it?
So
girl?
she bypasses that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time she's looking for survival. Yo, I need
Something
these
specific.
bills paid. So in a way, it's like, okay, he gonna use me, and I'm gonna use him for him.
Right.
So
It's
if I
like
show him a little booty and this, that, men like sex, right?
To her, it's like a win-win.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Now becomes like prostitute, pimp culture.
Oh wait,
The attachment.
there's another
in the
name
sense
for
of
that.
financial
There's
domination.
Eso. See,
Yeah.
it's in there, people. It just can't let it come out.
Yeah.
I pay attention.
Yeah. So like, you know, it's the ability to decipher, you know, attachment, connection. And like I said, other podcasts, it's very hard. You got to find them. They're not around because everybody's talking about the same shit. Other podcasts could differentiate. Some people don't know these terms.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like when I told you when I was younger, it clicked, right? The spirit in me knew subconsciously, but I didn't know these terms. I knew something was off. There's not a connection here. It died.
With the person.
And
Gotcha.
we trying to fix it. I'm trying to fix it. She's getting dominant and like, no, this is what we should do. You talk too much. You talk too much. All you want to do is talk. Why don't we just do this? Why don't we just take a trip? Why don't we just have sex? Boom, boom, boom. That's her solution. I'm not following you. I'm the leader here. And you appointed me the leader. So why are you getting dominant? That's weird. You see, I recognized that back then. So it's like, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. You see, some people recognize it.
Yeah.
And they
That's true.
still will tolerate and stay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
see? So in the midst of a woman should not really be leaving a man, because a feminine woman is gonna choose properly. You leaving the man is dominant. Every time you leave a man, ladies, pay attention. And y'all don't have to agree with me or not. This could be truth. This could be objective. This could be subjective. This could be, oh, he's full of shit. Whatever. Cool. If it don't apply, let it fly. If the woman constantly keeps leaving men, she's the one that's the problem. She's failure in relationship.
Wow.
Failure for her. Because that means she's choosing poorly.
Or also it could be she's choosing poorly, and what they're bringing up that she has to change, she's refusing to change and she's running from it. There's something.
A woman shouldn't have to do that because that's her holding the man accountable. She's still in the wrong.
No. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that she's not in the wrong. I'm saying that a lot of times, I believe you get put in the same circumstance because you're not changing something that you need to change.
Same circumstance how? A person?
Situation, the same situation. She gets it with different guys, but it's the same situation.
That's impossible. That's impossible. She has a type.
I'm just saying my way of thinking.
Women
you're put in the same situation over and over again is because you're not changing something that you need to change
within herself.
Within herself, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, within herself.
Yes, you're right. I didn't understand.
Okay,
we were on a different wavelength.
Like,
because of energy, you attract what you putting out.
Right.
So if you on some whole shit, you ain't never gonna get a god. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if you on some queen shit, if you on some divine feminine stuff, you will.
Right.
Because that will radiate, it will exude, and he will come. Mm-hmm. Or if you see him, whatever it is happens. Maybe she like talks to him. And then he dominates the conversation. Mm-hmm. Maybe she approached, just physically approached. She didn't talk much. She just said hi.
Right.
That don't count.
Just to get the energy going together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then now he's like, it's a different feel in the air. Mm-hmm. Is it her? Mm-hmm. What's going on with you? What's your name? Mm-hmm. Then it starts, but at the end of the day, that circumstance, you're right. If it's different guys and it constantly happens, every guy cheated on me. It's you.
Right,
it's you
there, and I'm not.
Every guy was this. Every guy abused me. It's you. It's you. If every guy abused you, it's you. Because the reality is, you saw certain mannerisms in the beginning, and you're like, "This is a turn on. I'm a fucking crazy bitch in the bedroom." The woman was so nice and pristine. She's like in the bedroom. She grunts when you hitting it from the back. See, it's a different face. So she likes those aggressive niggas. So the reality is
she can't differentiate aggressive outside of the bed and aggressive, regular. Yeah,
because there's controlled aggression. Yeah. There's healthy. Yeah, and it's assertive. It's not aggressive. It's assertive. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you know when to switch it off. But she sees it constantly with the guy. But all she think about is sex. That's the attachment. Mm-hmm. So she tolerates it. She lets the nigga constantly date with her. And I say nigga loosely, not saying it's more so on a race. Right. Dude. Males. She lets the male constantly court her, date her, whatever, keep fucking her. She keeps opening her legs, which is the most profound form of submission. Mm-hmm. She keeps submitting to the guy. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, it's her fault. Mm-hmm. And it's constantly happening. Damn, it's a Spanish guy. It's a black. It's a white.
Whatever, right.
They're different races, different tiers, different wage gap. Maybe I dated them from different environments, but they do the same thing. It's her.
Right. The outcome is always the same. There's something that you're not changing. Yeah. Exactly.
If I tell you every woman I've been with adjusted, it's me.
Right. They're adjusting to you.
If I'm telling you, damn, every woman out here, you just can't get them, guys. You just can't do it, guys. Da-da-da-da. This is what you got to do, guys, because they're not going to be like this. Women, I start generalizing women. Women are like this. That's because that's the bozo. Mm-hmm. They look at you as a clown. Even if you got money, they don't respect you, bro. Mm-hmm. That's why I never will say, women in general are like this. Because I never get them. Mm-hmm. And even those women that are doing that to those dudes that play them or whatever, when they get here, they don't play no games. Huh? I promise. I promise.
It's the same situation on with the guy. Like if something's going on, it's the same thing.
Because you play games.
Whatever, exactly.
You play games with women.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's why they feel like, oh, yeah, I definitely don't respect and trust him. And because I don't trust and respect them, there ain't no need there.
Mm-hmm.
So why am I going to build a connection? In a sense that my needs, not my wants, because the attachment is the want.
Yep, definitely.
You see?
You see, guys? This is why you tune in, because he breaks it down like this.
Yeah. So when you can differentiate between attachment, you have any final thoughts?
I'm gonna just say ditto to what he's saying.
When you can just differentiate between attachment and connection, you'll be able to navigate well in whatever endeavors, whatever ventures you get into, jobs, business partners. I make the schedule. I make my own schedule. I hire who I want. I fire who I want. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So that means I'm bringing a certain edge. When I interview people for a job, you know what I'm saying? So I already feel you. No, we're not. I can't do a phone interview. Come see me. Why? Because if I'm going to work with you, I want to feel you. I want to feel your energy. Not, metaphorically, feel you. I want to feel your energy. So it allows you to navigate well in that sense. Yep, where you're bringing energy, because it's all that, right? Yep. We're spirits in flesh. So it's energy. Anywhere you go into, energy, you absorb it. And if your energy is very, very sensitive, you're going to absorb things so quick. Yep. If it's bad energy, toxic, it fucks you up. Drains you. Yep. Like has you doing shit. Oh man, I was crazy today. I didn't know where that came from. Uncharacteristic things I was doing.
Definitely.
I was so stupid. You understand what I'm saying? It's the energy. So it's like energy just keeps flowing. Vibrations and frequency. Because the universe don't speak English. It
don't have a language.
Yeah, it speaks that. So it's like what you putting out there, is going to gravitate towards you. But it's all about you knowing yourself. And I always say it. If you know yourself, you're going to find God, because you're going to realize God is in you. You know what I'm saying? God is in you. We are gods and goddesses with amnesia. So you learn to use your power more efficiently, and you actually are aware of your power. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you now can manifest easy. You now can manifest efficiently. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, it's taking a long time for me to get what I want. You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody that's like, I got a whole bunch of things right here. It's my way to choose it when I want. Exactly. Versus somebody like, I can't get it. Or could be a job. Could be the money. Could be the woman you want. Could be the guy. There ain't no good guys left. There are. There's a lot of them. Yep. But the thing is, are you willing to deal with certain things? Maybe he's a little boring. Maybe he's a little dominant. Maybe he's chivalrous, and you think that's boring. Yeah. Why are you holding my hand, bro? Calling him bro. Calling him bro. Why are you holding my hand, bro? Are you a dude calling me bro? You see what I'm saying? It doesn't resonate in your mind. It's toxic to you. You don't see that as healthy. Yo, you old school, bro. That's 1950s, bro. You 1950s, bro. That's not how we do things no more. The woman could open the door now. She could be the provider. You see?
Yeah, definitely.
So you're able to decipher better. And when you learn yourself and realize God is in you, you'll get back into the traditional aspect.
I just want to jump on and say one thing about that. Also, words are powerful. So if you already start saying there ain't no good guys out there, guess what? There ain't gonna be no good guys out there for you. You have to, I always tell my kids, you have to start changing how you see things, how you think.
And you also got to be willing to, like I was saying earlier, sacrifice certain things, right? Tolerate certain things. Maybe the woman just likes to have fun. Just an example, nothing subjective or whatever, none X's or whatever. Just trying to make people understand with examples. She likes to go on trips at least once a month. 12 times of the year. There's 12 months in a year, right? Once a month. That's all I'm asking, baby. A trip once a month. That guy works a lot.
A trip like where? To another country type?
It doesn't matter. That guy works a lot. Wow. So now, but he provides very well. Make sure you're safe. He's chivalrous, traditional, gives you what you need. And that is a problem. You might have to sacrifice that. Maybe 2 trips a year, maybe 1 trip a year. Are some women and also men, because I'm not picking on the women, because sometimes it's both.
Yeah.
Some men, are you willing to sacrifice? You say you want the feminine traditional woman. She might be a little boring.
Or conservative, like
She
let's
might
save
be
money.
conservative. She might say to you, baby, she won't call him baby. She'll say a dominant name, daddy, right? Poppy, king, emperor, right? My king. What do you think about this dress? I'm iffy about it. I would like your opinion. He's not in his masculine. Titties hanging out, right? Cleavage, half booty out. I mean, what do you think? You look hot. That's it? Yeah. Where you going? I'm going out with the girls, barbecue, whatever. Maybe the club. He allows her to do that. What do you think? I mean, his looks good. You think that's a problem or not?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
If he doesn't say how he feels?
Yes.
I think that's a problem.
You see, he's not aware. So now he's thinking, yo, she now says, you know what? I don't feel safe wearing this. I'm going to go change. Why are you going to do that? Why are you so boring? Why don't you live a little? Dress nice. Show niggas what I got. Show them niggas. Why are you so boring? Why don't you post shit and whatever? See? You see? Because she's conservative. Can you handle that, guys? Can you handle the woman catering to you and being happy doing that? Can you handle the woman not asking for a lot or nothing? Because that's when she deserves everything. Can you handle that? A lot of them can't. Frauds. Men and women.
Yeah.
Frauds. So can you handle the dominant women who's going to come with certain rules and standards? You know what I'm saying? That's going to keep you safe. But now you have to give up your independence and stuff of that nature. Can you do that for your needs to be met? A lot of them not willing to. If I provide for everything and I tell you to delete your social media, will you? Nah, I got these before I got you. Those male friends, bye-bye. Nah, I known this dude since high school.
Wow.
You see? Are you willing to do it? A lot of them aren't. Unhealed, right? The attachment versus the connection. What do you need when you get in tune and God is in you and you heal? You give up those things. I'm going to give up these things, that guy, whatever it is, because I know he's proven to me he's consistent. He means what he says. He's serious and he really wants something with me because I could clearly see that. Same thing with the men.
Yeah.
So you at the end of the day, a lot of people are lying out there. They're lying. They're lying. They're just repeating what other people are repeating. They're lying. They don't want the submissive because the dude that's not in his masculine can't handle her. She's too strong for you. You can't. The woman who's not in her divine feminine, she can't handle the masculine man. The God, the king, he's too strong for you.
And I feel like they might think it's too much work. The woman,
Yes.
the woman who's not in her feminine and the man who's not in his masculine, it's too much work for them to keep up with those.
So how do they become strong? The toxic or the feminine wounded man or the man who doesn't know himself or doesn't heal. They heal. They elevate. They find God in them. Then they become strong. Now they match. Now they match. Strength and strength. It's still different because it's men and women, but it's complementary opposites.
Yeah. Definitely.
You see? So are people willing to put in the work? That's what it starts with. The work. That's what it starts with. A lot of people will fail. A lot of people will hear what I'm saying and say, fuck him.
They're going to say, damn, that was a good show. No, I'm not going to do it though.
Yeah, I'm going to go smoke my blunt right now.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
You know? Ain't nothing wrong with that, but fuck that. Fuck that. Okay?
People, you're getting good advice for free.
You know, that's what it comes down to.
Coaching.
Attachment versus connection. You know, it's the heart. It's realizing your boundaries. You know, it's respect. It's like, what do you value? And if you're having the woman disrespect you, having the man disrespect you, you know, you're not feeling safe there. You always put at risk. She's definitely there for an attachment. Same thing with the guy. You can't be vulnerable with her in a sense of telling her your day, telling her your goals, telling her your next move, telling her about your childhood. you're not safe there. She didn't create no safe space for you. Are you there for connection or attachment? You're there for attachment.
Nope.
Because
Yeah.
you can't be yourself.
If you can't share your,
You know what I'm saying? You
intimate
can't be
moments.
present. Yo, I'm dominant. That's how I am. So if I get with a woman and I cannot be that, I gotta take the back seat. I gotta be beta. I gotta, well, what do you want to do? In my mind, knowing I really don't want to decide where we're going to go eat. I want to decide that, but I'm trying to be nice. I'm not gonna be able to function properly there because I can't be myself.
Would that make you cranky?
Yeah. You're gonna piss me off.
Yeah.
Until I'm gonna blow up one day. Yo, this is it. We're not doing it. And I don't yell.
I don't
And
think
it's gonna take me to that point where I'm gonna blow up. Stop it. Stop doing that. This is it. No more nice guy.
I think you would nip it in the bud way before you got there.
Yeah, I'm just speaking hypothetical.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't get with women like that anymore. So
Nice.
yeah. All right.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on tonight's Discipline Therapy podcast.
Peace.